Hey, Teach Me How to Scotty from teachmehowtoscotty.com. I'm here. It's been a long day. I went to another base to get more uniforms. They don't sell them here. I also got my ASUs, my Army Service uniform, because I was the last class to get issued greens. They said, oh, hey, enjoy buying these later on down the road. And it's later on down the road, so I had to buy them for the Army Ball coming up. June 14th is the Army birthday, those of you that didn't know that. So what do I want to talk to you about today? Even though I'm really tired, I'm going to talk about some medical stuff, actually. So it's kind of become a joke when you come to the aid station and they say, oh, you broke your arm? Well, here's some Motrin and here's some water. Or you have a raging case of herpes, here's Motrin and here's water. The thing about Motrin, about ibuprofen, is that shit works. I don't know if you guys realize that. They wouldn't sell as much of it as they did if it didn't work. The problem is you. You are not taking it correctly. When we tell you to take it 3 times a day with food for 10 days, we don't mean you could sort of take it whenever you feel like because it hurts. And you have to take it for the whole 10 days because your body just doesn't heal overnight. It's got to take the whole 10 days. You got to take the pills. I know it's crazy. I know it's insane. And trust me, medics are the worst at this. Patient compliance is like the #1 reason why you don't get better. Medics are terrible at this. I have had so many things of ibuprofen that I've gotten and I stopped taking it. And I know I shouldn't. I realize that I shouldn't. Let me be the bad example for you not to follow. Take your medicine. It works. I know that it sounds crazy and I know that you don't think it does because it's not like an instant, oh, it feels better. But that shit works. You gotta take it and you gotta drink water. I don't know how better to put this. Everything stems from drinking water. Now all of your cells are 70% water. So if you're not drinking water, the blood isn't getting the oxygen to the places that it needs to get to, i.e. the places that are injured. So you have to stay hydrated, you have to take the Motrin. Motrin is an anti-inflammatory, it is not there for pain relief. Do you want to know the difference between ibuprofen, naproxen, and Mobic? Dosage, that's pretty much it. Just the dosage. We'll give you 1, 2, or 3. It really all depends. There are some cases where you would want to give one or the other, but I'm not going to get into that because you really don't care. But look, we give you ibuprofen because it's cheap and it's effective, and you take them big horse pills, them big Ranger candies, and you suck it on down. And that's all there is to it. So all this bitching about all this crazy stuff, just shut up. Shut up and take your medicine. Sorry. I wrote a post about it in my blog. It gets a little bit more into detail. Oh, I did my PT test. I improved by 30 points. Not that great. I'm working on it. But I found out today that I do have a physical handicap, which apparently I've had my entire life. And thanks to the PA that's here, when he talked to me, I told him about how my feet go numb when I run and my legs, and I don't know if you've ever experienced this before, but it really sucks. And when I was running, my legs would go numb, and I never understood why. And apparently, I have what's called hip dysplasia. It means I have small hips. I have tiny little girl hips, and it cuts off the blood flow, and so all the nerves kind of lose feeling my extremities. And I've had this my whole life, and I never knew. People tell me all the time, oh, you just need to lengthen your stride, you just need to lengthen your stride. Your normal stride, for me, is like a galloping leap. I can't just lengthen my stride. So now I have to train myself to actually lengthen my stride, and I look ridiculous when I'm walking. Like, absolutely ridiculous, because there I am, going as wide as I can because there's nothing else that I can do. There's no surgery, there's nothing. It's just something that I was born with. It's a congenital thing. It really sucks. We're going to do some tests to find out for sure. I'll keep you guys updated, but it looks like that I just have gimpy little hips that I'm just screwed with. So, little food for thought, I guess. If you're having issues, numbness and tingling is obviously not a good thing. You might want to get that checked out. It can come from a number of different things, but usually it's not so good. So if you have any questions about any medical thing, you can go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. You can tell that this wasn't really a funny video all that much. I take medicine pretty seriously when it comes down to it. I'll talk all day about your stinky feet and whatever, but when it comes down to answering medical questions, I'm pretty serious, and I usually put on my serious medic face. What is wrong? What is wrong with you? You can absolutely ask me any of the questions, and if I don't know, I have lots of resources which I'll be able to look them up, and I'll give you the answer the best that I can. Now, keep in mind that I can't diagnose, treat, cure, whatever crotch rot you got over there, so just take it as entertainment, unless you're one of my guys, in which case I could treat the shit out of you. I don't really care. Oh, another thing, sorry mom, sorry grandma for swearing, whatever, it's fine. They'll get over it. On that note, you have been taught how to Scotty. Scotty out.